All right, guys, what is going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? This is a Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for my live review of NXT from the September 12th, 2018 edition of NXT. Of course, September 12th means it's 10 days till my birthday, so I've been able to get that plug out there as well. Anyways, though, but this episode of NXT, was not too bad. Kind of felt like it was just, another show just like starting to, steer us a little more towards war games, like, more so what's next, getting some people back in action that, are just getting back on track. We had to return Tommaso Ciampa. We had to return up to do the ring of Bianca Belair. Also, Oni Lorcan and Danny Birch came back. And we had a couple good promos in there also. So overall, not a bad show. I'm sorry this review, again, it's come a little bit late. Again, I've just been busy doing some early morning stuff. This week, I've had a lot on my mind also this week also, and I actually dozed off during the main event, so I had to rewatch that before I came up here to do my live review. But I'm here, of course. We're going to review this episode live, and I'm hitting the hay because I got to get up early once again tomorrow. But anyways, getting right to this. Nobody in the live chat yet, but we'll see. That might change later on. But let's get right into this episode. So first, we see Tommaso Ciampa walking into Full Sail with the title. People are trying to ask him questions and interview him, but he just ignores them about like what's he's where he's been or what's he gonna be doing tonight. So the first match we had was Oni Lorcan and Danny Birch taking on Adrian Jaudet, how I pronounce his last name, I'm not sure, and Cesar Bononi, who won the Future Star Award last year. Of course, Cesar Bononi, to me, was the only thing he's really done so far is he beat Andrade Cien Almas in a match clean last year. That's all I can remember him doing. But maybe he has some potential because he's definitely a big dude. Vince loves big, sweaty men, but I'm just getting a little too far at myself. But this is the first match time we've seen Lorcan and Birch since Takeover Chicago. Yeah, Takeover Chicago too. Only Lorcan suffered an injury afterwards. He was written off TV. I think Danny Birch did have a match with Adam Cole not too long after that, I think. That's right also, because no, wait, hold on. No, I'm thinking of Chicago. Anyways, but might have been the case, but this is the first time we've seen them in tag team action though since Takeover Chicago too, when they had their tag title match. And this match was just them pretty much getting back on track. For the most part, it was a pretty good physical match. Thought it was a good way to get them back and get their momentum going again, showing, hey, we may have came up short opportunity, but we're still gunning for those tag titles. They get the pinfall victory following a double team spike DDT. It's pretty nice match. And of course, Adrian Jaudet, if I pronounce his name, takes the pin, which I'm fine with if they really do have plans down the line for Cesar Bononi, but we'll see what happens. But Lorcan and Birch get the win. Then we have first before Tommaso Ciampa comes out, some music starts playing. And we thought this could be somebody new, but instead, Tommaso Ciampa actually has theme music now, which sounded pretty good for him, I'd say. But of course, I'm going to miss having him just, walking out to no music and just booze because he does not care. He's like, yeah, I'm here. Deal with it pretty much. But he comes out to actual music again. It sounds pretty badass, I shall say. Give him credit. It sounds pretty good. He gets out to the ring, kisses his belt, and paces to mostly jeers, but he's getting a few cheers now. Of course, since, Johnny Gargano failed and Tommaso Ciampa is looking superior. He says the music is a personal message to everyone to shut up. He's heard everyone pointing their fingers and blaming him for attacking Aleister Black. But that's based on what? He deals in facts. And when he attacks people, he does it on the biggest stage possible so we can witness the master at work. He's not going to lie to us because the champ never lies. Ciampa had every intention of taking out Black before Takeover Brooklyn 4, but someone beat him to it. Like us, he wants us to know who the man or woman did it, but no matter who that turns out to be, however, it doesn't change what happened in Barclays. Gargano would lose, and Black would have lost also, and he would have won. The title wants him to tell us something. Thanks to him, it's back in the main event. When he says he's going to do something, he does it. And that's why he's the greatest success story in NXT history and our NXT champion. The last thing I have to say to all of us, if we want to be winners, we should follow the lead of Tommaso Ciampa. Hugs his belt, grabs a fan sign also on the way out, I believe also. And yeah, so he cut that promo. Obviously, what can you say? He's really, on top right now. His master manipulative plan has worked, getting past the Johnny Gargano fairy tale and getting to the head of Aleister Black as well. Pretty much, taking that, being the true devil on Aleister Black's back. And now he's on as an NXT champion, and then he seems to be on his own now. So again, I don't know what's going to happen at TakeOver War Games 2. I don't know if they'll have Gargano and Champa inside Hell in a Cell, or if Black will get his rematch for the NXT Championship, or will we get what's it called? Him and maybe Velveteen Dream, because he's been racking up some victories lately. Not sure. I'll have to see what comes in the upcoming weeks as well. As of course, next we probably won't see much of that scene at all, since we're getting the big champion versus champion match next week between Pete Dunne and Ricochet, title for title, North American Championship, and the UK title will be on the line. It should be awesome, as far as I believe. We have Shayna Baszler seeing her first action since dropping the NXT Women's Championship. She's taking on Violet Payne, and boy, was Violet Payne in pain for most of this match, as she just took a beating. Pretty much a squash match. Violet had no chance. Shayna got her to tap out, but afterwards she continued to beat down and send a message saying, hey, I'm still coming back for that title, Kyrie. You got lucky pretty much. So she's angry, and she wants to pretty much rip Kyrie's head off. And we'll probably see that rematch at Evolution, I'd say, next month. And then, of course, Kyrie was going to go on to probably feud with Bianca Belair, who was in our main event tonight. But I will get to that shortly. But then we had some footage shown from outside moments ago. Heavy Machinery filming their investigation as they're trying to figure out who attacked Aleister Black. Of course, we hear Otis going, Taki! Which I love when he goes, Taki! They call Tommaso Ciampa Tomato Champion, and they claim that he's the top suspect. And you see Ciampa walking up behind them. Dostovic and the Champ start arguing each other while Tucker Knight films it. Regal walks up and says, we're not doing this now. They can fight later, but right now Ciampa's been ducking his calls. So while he has him here, he needs to speak to him in his office. So obviously there'll be some repercussions for Tommaso Ciampa ignoring Regal and not showing up to NXT after TakeOver Brooklyn until tonight. What's it going to mean for him? We'll have to find out in the upcoming weeks, I guess so. We have the Undisputed Era, which, by the way, if you didn't see my tweet last night, guys, I ordered an Undisputed Era shirt, the older edition. I mean, the new design is good too, but my heart was set in the older edition because it was special. And again, my birthday's in 10 days. So why not treat myself to a little birthday present? So hopefully in the next week or so, I will be making an unboxing video for my Undisputed Era t-shirt. I think of, think of the idea of like what I'm going to do. They're probably going to be something simple, nothing like too crazy, but just me showing, hey, look what shirt I got now, guys. So probably about 7 to 10 days till I get the go. Adam Cole, baby! Should be pretty sick. But they're hanging out backstage in their usual spot. Roderick Strong is borrowed that War Raiders say they're playing hide and seek because he plays that with his son and beats him every time. Kyle says he's too famous to go to the grocery store, so he certainly can't hide, and Viking helmets are in style. Bobby Fish wonders where it is in the Viking playbook to wait until your opponents are tied from beating up a couple of goofs and then attack them. Adam Cole cuts the tag champions off, and they also see their mini Dusty Rhodes trophy holder. But he says next week is the first ever title versus title match in NXT history, but it should be called the Adam Cole Invitational because whether Ricochet or Pete Dunne wins, you're just going to lose the belts to him, and that is undisputed, pretty much. So anyways, we then have Lars Sullivan taking on Raul Mendoza. Raul Mendoza, I mean, I'm not really too much of a fan of him, honestly, but I do see him maybe being in the Cruiserweight division. Some days he was in the Cruiserweight Classic, but he got some offense in, but this was just Lars Sullivan just carving his path to destruction once again, taking it out Mendoza. I mean, Mendoza got some offense in, fought back from underneath, but again, Sullivan was just too dominating to get the victory over him as well. We then have highlights also of what happened with Pete Dunne, Ricochet recently to Cole and O'Reilly. And then we see an interview or catch up with Pete Dunne, talk about his match next week with Ricochet. He still blamed that loss on Ricochet, but he'll take the blame for getting into it with the Era. He's the longest reigning champ in the WWE, which is true right now. And Ricochet's only had the belt for like 5 minutes. So he's not worried about beating him. He just has to figure out how to fit 2 belts in his bag. Then Kathy Kelly's going to be Ricochet, and he says he may have only been champ for a month now, but he's overcome obstacles throughout his career, and the Bruiserweight is just the latest challenge he's going to get past and become NXT's one and only dual champion, which he could be Pete Dunne. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from that match, which is why I plan on doing live reactions next week for this match, and it will be awesome. Because Ricochet's awesome, so is Pete Dunne. I think they're going to put on a glorious match next week, I shall say. What's up, T and Couponer? He says, check your Twitter. Hope this works out. Early birthday gift to you, my friend. Thank you, man. It's still 10 days away, but I appreciate the support. And I'm not too bad. Again, pretty tired. Just kind of busy this week doing some early morning errands, but not too bad. Of course, I tried to take a nap when I got home today, but unfortunately, people were working on the side roof on my porch, so I had to wait till they left before I take my nap. By the time they left, I was too awake, and then I dozed off during the main event of NXT tonight, which is why this review is late. But thank you again, T and Coupon, for the shout out on Twitter. I'll definitely make sure to check it out. We get actually a good promo video, I thought, of the Forgotten Sons. They're walking around a junkyard saying they've been thrown away. They're not alone anymore, however, and they'll never be forgotten again. Just a simple message. I actually thought it was a good video. First, when they debuted, I'm like, not too crazy about these guys. I never really was crazy about Wesley Blake. And I said anything about Buddy Murphy, and look what he's doing now on 205 Live. So this could work out for them. But I did kind of get a little bit more interested in them based off of that promo. So I thought that was pretty good. We see a video from YouTube of Lacey Evans, Aaliyah, Dakota Kai, and Deonna Purrazzo arguing in the lobby, and it sets up for a tag team match next week. We have Dakota Kai and Deonna Purrazzo taking on Lacey Evans and Aaliyah, which I'm like, cool, that's fine with me. Then we see William Regal talking to Kairi Sane for the Aleister Black investigation. Then we see Cassius Ohno come in. The GM says he doesn't need to talk to Ohno. And Ohno's upset about that. Regal explains that Kairi Sane just gave him an alibi, but the GM does want to talk to him about the perturbed look on his face. Ohno acts like he doesn't know what Regal's talking about, then says he's always perturbed because he's not on anyone's radar anymore. Regal tries to argue, but Ohno delivers another version of his promo last week, pretty much saying how, he's tired of not being on the buzz anymore. So so whenever he gets another shiny new toy, call him. So I'm still starting to think again, the latest acquisition, I think that would be good for Cassius Ohno to feud with if they are slowly turning him heel. I still say it would be Keith Lee. I think that's what they're starting to lean more towards, a match with Keith Lee at TakeOver War Games 2. Could happen, I'm not too sure. I mean, I do see the War Games match, including Undisputed Era, Undisputed Era, 3 members there. War Raiders and Ricochet, and I'm still just going to say British Strong Style going to be in there also. That's just my prediction, I say. So we're going to have a few titles probably not be defended at TakeOver War Games. So I'd say we probably would get that, NXT Championship match, the Women's Championship match, and then I think so far I'm going to say EC3 and Lars Sullivan are probably going to have a match, and so will Keith Lee and Cassius Ohno. So far, that's my matches for my early predictions for TakeOver War Games 2, which once again, unfortunately, I had to work that night, so I can't see it live again. Arrgh. Oh, well. But we got that. And then finally, we got our main event. It was Nicki Cross taking on Bianca Belair. It was Belair's first match since she was, written off, probably just to protect her from not winning that, from not taking a loss in that number 1 contenders match that Kairi Sane wanted to eventually go on and dethrone Shayna Baszler. But anyways, so the match was pretty good. I think it was trying to tell that story about how, this is like, a different obstacle for Bianca Belair to come across. They're starting to really push the fact that she is undefeated. However she said that, which I think is pretty epic the way she says it. But I think it's showing that, hey, she's got an obstacle to get around. Of course, with Bianca, Nicki Cross being as crazy and, in love with being in pain as she is. And obviously, something that Bianca Belair is not able to overcome, which told that simple story in the match, which led to the double countout. Afterwards, Belair and Nicki continue the brawl, and they even go to the announce table, and Nicki Cross takes out Belair and the referees as well. So we had a little bit of a brawl here. So we'll start again a mini TV feud with Nicki Cross and Bianca Belair, which is probably going to be like, the last hump for Bianca Belair to get over. Again, I now see her winning the title off of Kairi Sane at TakeOver War Games 2. I still see happening. Anything else I got to say about that? Other than that, so I think we'll probably get another match between these two. Maybe a stipulation, Falls Count Anywhere. Maybe another last woman standing match. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll even get an Evolution for all I know. Ooh, a last one standing match between Nicki Cross and Bianca Belair at Evolution. Might put that on my printed card that I'll be making sometime this coming week for Evolution. Again, I've heard the rumors that the card's been leaked, but I'm going to put on the matches that I think should happen. I will include the matches that are happening so far, even the ones I don't want to see, such as Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. But that's for another video. But that's how we went off the air for NXT. Yeah, I wonder too how long Nicki Cross is going to remain on NXT. I literally thought she was going to go up after SummerSlam. I think she's done all she can at this point, honestly. Maybe after this feud with Bianca, maybe she'll go up. She's ready. I feel she has nothing really else to prove. She's gotten her title opportunities. She hasn't won them, but she doesn't need to win the championship at this point. I feel she's established now that she can go up to the main roster. Maybe get Sandy going, because again, all Sandy's been doing on SmackDown is losing, and I'm not liking it. But anyways, I give us also SmackDown NXT a solid B for this week. Solid, good show, just a B, though mostly just a lot of squash matches and starting to get the wheels rolling for over War Games 2. So what grade would you guys give this week's episode of NXT? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below as always. Be sure to also click buy, like, and subscribe or content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboard93. Tomorrow I will be doing 2 streams for sure. Well, maybe just one. Not sure about the second one. The first one will definitely be my Hell in a Cell preview and prediction stream. I am planning on doing a special stream tomorrow, but I'm going out to dinner with some friends at the Hard Rock Cafe. Since my birthday next week, I'm going to have 2 other friends whose birthdays over the next few days also. So we're kind of just having a little get together just to have dinner for a change at a nice restaurant such as the Hard Rock Cafe. If you guys are in Pittsburgh and you need a good restaurant to go to, check out the Hard Rock Cafe down Station Square. But that I'm not sure if I did have a baseball stream I wanted to do on Friday, but last Friday I didn't get to it. So did that. Sunday will be a Hell in a Cell review. Again, I may do live reactions. My good friend Daniel Guys will be coming over, and we're going to be watching it from my place. I may do a couple live reactions. Not sure which matches though to do. And then of course the live review, and then next week Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205 live reviews. Special stream, and of course my Evolution card should be coming out next week as well. So guys, thanks again for tuning in for me live. Thank you again TN Couponer for the early birthday shout out, and also expect that Undisputed Era unboxing video within the next week as well. So guys, I'm checking out. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for my preview predictions and most likely also my top 10 special, which will be my top 10 Hell in a Cell matches of all time. So until then, guys, I am checking out. I'll see you guys all there. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, everybody.